It's time for part 17 of the Grand Fan Casting series.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend of me.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Pitch This here on the MrEliMac YouTube channel. I'm your host, MrEliMac, and today it is time to talk about part 17 of the fan casting series, which is talking about the films Dr. Fate and the Crisis on Multiple Earths and Amethyst, which Dr. Fate is very much the Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness analog, and Amethyst is my Miss Marvel analog. And very much, again, we're nearing the end of this fan casting series, and then we're going back to regular pitches. And yeah, that's very much all the admin that I really need, because again, when we talk about Amethyst, we're going to be talking about a lot of characters, a lot of new characters. So let's just go into the fan casting. But before I get into the fan casting, please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. That way you can be up to date with all the videos I have here on the channel. Also hit the notification bell, that way you can be notified whenever a new video like this comes your way. So now that that is out of the way, let's get into the first movie, which is Dr. Fate and the Crisis on Multiple Earths. Very much focusing on the idea of Dr. Fate having to go up against Martian Manhunter. Martian Manhunter very much being more in the antagonistic side because of the Martian magic that was affecting him, that has affected him because of his brother Malava, and very much just continuing the thread, again doing the Scarlet Witch idea of Scarlet Witch being the main antagonist. And that's very much what we're continuing here with the main character of Meet the Martians is very much the main antagonist of this film, and it also allows Idris Elba to play a more villainous character. It gets to let him be able to stretch his acting wings. And very much we're going to be talking about characters from the other Earth that is, again, mainly just two Earths, our Earth and the alternate Earth, because again, Crisis on Multiple Earths, and we're going to really be talking about a lot of the other Earth characters, and also two new characters that get introduced that are from our Earth. And so let's talk about the first character from our Earth, and very much the America Chavez character analog, and that is Tracy 13, who is very much a magic character in the DC universe, and I felt like that she would have been worked very well in this film to be the America Chavez character and have some connection to the magical essence of the multiverse and have her be that type of character. And for Tracy 13, I cast Sienna Agudong. I think that she's a really good young actress, and I think that she would fit very well for Tracy 13, and I think this would be a good opportunity for an actress like her to stretch out and be able to do more and get into the superhero genre, and I think she could do a really great job. So Sienna Agudong is Tracy 13. Now I'm going to be hopping over to the alternate Earth, which the Earth would be Earth 20, which in the DC Comics is more of a pulp fiction type Earth, and not like Pulp Fiction as in the Quentin Tarantino movie. I mean the Pulp Fiction as in like the 1950s genre of storytelling, like Doc Savage and that Earth. And that's sort of the Earth that is this Earth is going to look like. And for some of the characters on Earth 20 is Wotan, who is returning, but we're only going to be seeing the Earth 20 version of the character, who will be reprised by Andrew Scott. And I just think it would be fun for Andrew Scott to play an alternate Earth version of Wotan. Next up is sort of the best way I can describe the analog for the team of the Illuminati from the Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness movie. And for those characters, we're going to start off with the character that would be introduced in, or a version of the character that would be introduced in the Beast Boy show in the Netflix, and that would be Dr. Niles Calder, who was the leader of the Doom Patrol, but we're only going to be seeing the Earth 20 version of Dr. Niles Calder. And someone asked in the comments of one of my videos if I would ever do the fan casting for the Netflix, ABC, and the Hulu Freeform shows. And I very much was thinking, no, I'm not going to do that, because that's a lot of work that I'm going to have to put into all of this. But we have been seeing hints of all of these characters already, and this is just a hint of something that happened in the Netflix show. Dr. Niles Calder, the our version of him, would appear in the Beast Boy series, and so now I'm basically telling you who I was casting in that role. And for Niles Calder, I cast Anthony Head. Anthony Head is an actor I've loved for many, many years. He is someone that I first saw in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and I grew to love him even more when he played Uther Pendragon in the Merlin show. So I really love Anthony Head as an actor, and I think he would do a really great job playing Dr. Niles Calder, especially if I look at him as more of a, oh, this is a serious interpretation of Niles Calder, less sympathetic and more like, no, we have to be serious when we're looking at all of this. So I think he could do a really great job. So Anthony Head is Dr. Niles Calder. Next up is Lois Lane, aka Superwoman, sort of a homage to the version that we got in the Elseworld show. And for Lois Lane Superwoman, it is Rachel McAdams. She will be returning to play this version of the character, and again, I just think that she could do a really great job as Superwoman, and I think it would be a lot of fun to see her play a live action version of Superwoman. So Rachel McAdams is Superwoman. Next up is Angela Marcy, who in Earth 20, she would sort of be the Zatanna analog. She would be the one that would be the main magic practitioner in Earth 20, very much taking that spot from Zatanna. And for Angela Marcy, I cast Alison Brie, who Angela Marcy was a character that was in the original Zatanna movie. She appeared in Zatanna as a supporting character, and so I'm very much bringing that character back over, and that character was initially played by Alison Brie. So Alison Brie returning to this character, but very much playing a more magical based version of this character. And I think Alison Brie could have a lot of fun with this role. And I think that it would be a lot of fun to see Alison Brie as a practitioner of magic. So Alison Brie is Angela Marcy. Next up is sort of one of the leaders of the group, but not like the leader, and that is Rock Kryn, aka Cosmic Boy. Very much, again, with the thing I said about Dr. Niles Calder, this version of the character would be based off of the Legion of Superheroes show that I would have done for the ABC, but very much the alternate version of this character, like the Earth 20 version of the character. And for Cosmic Boy, I cast Daniel Radcliffe. Daniel Radcliffe was the person I initially cast as Cosmic Boy for the ABC show, and I think he would do a really great job playing the leader of Legion of Superheroes, and very much playing this sort of character, like the symbolic character of, oh, I'm representing the future in Legion of Superheroes by being on this team of protectors of this Earth. And I think Daniel Radcliffe could do a really great job as Cosmic Boy. I think he could do a really great job playing this hero that is very much standing in as like a, oh, I'm from the future and I'm playing this heroic character. I think Daniel Radcliffe could do a really great job. So Daniel Radcliffe is Cosmic Boy. And the final person I'm going to be talking about from Earth 20 is Michael Holt, aka Mr. Terrific. I know I already introduced Michael Holt in my New God show, but this is very much something different from that. This is very much going with the idea of Mr. Fantastic was introduced in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, played by John Krasinski, but now when we get to the main MCU, Mr. Fantastic is played by a different actor, Pedro Pascal. So in this version, when we saw the Michael Holt version of our DCCU, that is one actor. In this version, we will be getting a completely different actor. And so for Earth 20's Mr. Terrific, I cast Donald Glover. I think Donald Glover could do a really great job playing sort of a more leader, like he's more of the leader of the team of this DC version of the Illuminati, and I think Donald Glover could do a really great job playing a leader type figure. And sure, these characters aren't going to survive to the end of the film, but I think Donald Glover could have a good time like popping in for this little bit of a cameo and show that he's the smartest man of Earth 20 and then just get taken out by Martian Manhunter. And I think he'd do a really great job in the role, even if it's just for a few scenes. So Donald Glover is Mr. Terrific. And finally, the last character I'm going to be mentioning is the character that would appear in the mid-credit scene, sort of like the Clea character who would be attached to the magic and the mystic, but also attached to the Amazons, and that is Aquila. And Aquila is a character that was very much connected to the Amazons, and when I did more research on her, it also showed that she was connected to the mystic arts as well. And so I wanted to bring her into this to be that mid-credit singer. And for Akila, I cast Naomi Ackie. And Naomi Ackie is a fantastic actress. I very much enjoyed her in a lot of the stuff that I've seen her in, and I very much think that she could do a really great job, like setting up what could be next for Dr. Fate. So Naomi Ackie is Akila. And now we go on to the final project, which is Amethyst. Again, this is my Miss Marvel analog. This is going to be the one that sort of is standing in for Miss Marvel, and the one that will be tying into a lot of the stuff that's going to be happening in Phase 5 with the magic arts of the future in Phase 5. And let's go into the fan casting. For Amy Winston, aka Amethyst, I cast Storm Reed. I very much didn't want to follow the visual language of the initial characters. I didn't want to follow that. So I very much think that Storm Reed is a great actress. Everything she's appeared in, she's fantastic in. And I think that she would do a really great job playing Amethyst, playing this character that's not from Earth and from a different dimension, and then slowly realizing and learning through this season that she is from a different dimension. And I think she could do a really great job bringing in a lot of that action for this character, because she's a warrior. At least the character would discover that she is a warrior. She's more than just a princess of Gemworld. She's a warrior, and that she has connections to magic. And I think that Storm Reed could do a really great job in this role. Next up is the character of Tom Brooks, who would serve as the love interest for Amethyst. And for Tom Brooks, I cast Gaten Matarazzo. Gaten is a great actor from Stranger Things. I think he could do a really great job playing the love interest for Amethyst. I think he could do a really great job also playing a massive supporting character, and I think that he could have a lot of fun. He's played that sort of supporting character for a majority of the time in Stranger Things, and I think he could do a really great job here as well. Next up is Naomi McDuffie, who would sort of be the main best friend for Amethyst, but also have connections to alternate dimensions as well, but we wouldn't touch upon her backstory that much in this series. In the future we may, but right now we wouldn't. So for Naomi McDuffie, I cast Sophia Wiley, and I think Sophia Wiley is a really great actress. I think she's really great in a majority of the stuff she's in, and I think she could do a really great job as Naomi. So Sophia Wiley is Naomi McDuffie. Next up is Marion Winston, the adoptive mother for Amy Winston, aka Amethyst, and for Marion Winston, I cast Jenna Fisher. Jenna Fisher, best known for The Office. I think she's a great actress, and I think she did a really great job in The Office. And I think when you look at her, you think, oh, that's someone that could be believably play a mom. And I think that she could do a really great job. So Jenna Fisher is Marion Winston. Next up is Herb Winston, who is the adoptive father of Amethyst. And for Herb Winston, I cast Adam Scott. Adam Scott, again, best known for being in Parks and Rec, another guy you can look at and be like, oh, that guy can play a father figure, and I think that Adam Scott could do a really great job. So Adam Scott is Herb Winston. Next up is Cassie Sandsmark, who it would be another character that would be sort of helping Amethyst in her journey. She wouldn't be very much oh, I'm one of your best friends. I am a friend of you, like we go to the same high school, but also we would reveal more about Cassie in the background and sort of like start learning more about her for the future of certain projects. And for Cassie Sandsmark, I cast Emily Allen Lind. Emily Allen Lind is very much a rising star at the moment, and I think that she could do a really great job playing Cassie because, again, Cassie is a major character for the future and would be someone that could be a standing heroic character. And I think Emily could do a really great job playing that type of character. So Emily Allen Lind is Cassie Sandsmark. Next up are two characters that are twins, and one of them is Jaina, and of Jaina and Zan, the Wonder Twins. And for Jaina, I cast Alii Cravalho. And I think she's a great actress. She's best known for being the voice of Moana, and I think she did great in Moana. I think she also did great in Mean Girls, where she played Jan in Mean Girls. And I think that she could do a really great job playing this heroic character, especially if it's a heroic character that not a lot of people take seriously. I think she could do a really great job making people take Jenna seriously. And for her brother, Zan, I cast Diego Tinoco. And I think he's also a great actor, and I think he could do a really great job making people take Zan seriously as well. Like, this is sort of the show where I'm introducing a lot of younger heroes, and the Wonder Twins would very much be characters that would be helping Amethyst, like, get through, like, running away from the main antagonist of the film. And I think that they could do a really great job helping like playing these characters. And yeah, I think they would be great. And having the Wonder Twins is something that I always wanted, and I would very much love to see these characters portrayed, especially by Ali'i and Diego. Next up, we're moving on to the antagonists, and one of the main antagonists of the film would be, or of the show, is Carnelian, who would be introduced as sort of a supporting character, be someone who's like, no, I'm someone from Gem World as well, I am someone that is helping you. Then we would see his darker side get revealed. And for Carnelian, I cast Aramis Knight. Aramis Knight was, in my opinion, like he was first introduced to me in Miss Marvel, and I thought he was really great in Miss Marvel as Red Dagger, and I really liked the type of character he played, and I wanted to bring out a darker side to him. So I think Aramis Knight could do a really great job playing Carnelian. Next up is Dr. Glory, and Dr. Glory is a scientist who would be working for an evil science corporation or government that would want to try to discover more about Amethyst and learn more about where she came from. And for Dr. Glory, I cast Betty Gilpin. Betty Gilpin is an actress that I've really enjoyed in a lot of the stuff she's done. First time I was ever introduced to her was in the show Glow, and I thought she did a great job in Glow, and I think Betty Gilpin could do a really great job playing this villainous character of Dr. Glory. So yeah, Betty Gilpin is Dr. Glory. And last up is sort of like the main antagonist of the film, and that is Lady Mordial. And Lady Mordial would very much be the aunt of Amethyst, and one of the people that sort of wrecked the family, like wrecked Gem World and the monarchs of Gem World, so she could be the lead monarch. However, because Amethyst exists out there in the world, Lady Mordial was like, okay, I gotta kill my niece now. And originally when she gets introduced, she's like, oh, I'm your family, I'm here to trust and support you. But then we get the reveal like, no, I'm actually here to kill you. And so for Lady Mordial, I cast Megan Good. Megan Good is an actress that I've always enjoyed, and I think that she could do a really great job as Lady Mordial to try to play this villainous character. And I think Megan Good could do a really great job playing this villainous character of Lady Mordial. And that is it for the fan casting. I really did zoom through this because, again, there were a lot of characters in Amethyst, and I wanted to just zoom through this. But yeah, what were your thoughts on the fan casting? Did you like them? Did you hate them? Were you indifferent to them? Whatever your thoughts, post them in the comments down below. And next week, or next time I do part 18, which is next, it will be Wonder Woman, Love is the Battlefield, and The Flash, Born to Run. So that is what you can look forward to next time. But yeah, until next time, I've been your host, Mr. EliMac. You've been the audience, and I hope you all have a great rest of the day.